Joe Biden and Jill Biden are constantly being heckled, laughed at, called out, being viewed with utter disdain by the American people. You see, Joe Biden and Jill Biden are right now seem to be losing a lot of their popularity amongst voters and American voters in particular, because no one is impressed with their policies anymore. No one is impressed with who they are or what they represent. But it's okay. It's okay. Vote blue no matter who is always going to live in their own reality when it comes down to defending the Bidens and the Democrats. But look, even here at a local church, Biden is being called out. I want to pull up this video here so everyone sees it firsthand. So let's go ahead and play it.
Mr. President, are we closer to a ceasefire?
He's like, That's Joe Biden. But it's even better when Jill Biden got interrupted. Look at this. It's an Italian festival. Look at this. Italiana in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Begin a new life here in America.
Dr. Biden, you're here talking about cute stuff about your past and about your Italian heritage and about pasta, and there's a genocide going on against the Palestinian people. 40,000 people have been killed, and your husband just sent $16 billion to kill Palestinians from the Israelis. It is a crime. You are not welcome here in Milwaukee. You are not welcome here. This is a disgrace. You shouldn't even be showing your face here. Oh, I don't respect you.
See, isn't it funny? All these people would claim to be resistance fighters, or, oh, if I was alive during World War II, I would have resisted the Nazis. If I was alive during the Civil War, I would have fought the Confederates and helped free the slaves. I would have been helping the Underground Railroad. No, you would not have. You wouldn't be doing any of that. And if you ever hear anybody talking like that, just remember, say it quietly to yourself or in your mind, you're so full of shit. Anybody who talks like that, if I was alive during that era, if I was alive during that time, if I was alive at that point in history, I would have done X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. No, they wouldn't have. They would have been following orders. A lot of people would be following the orders.
How many families have been left, have no more family? You have blood on your hands. Genocide Jill.
That's why he's growing the economy.
Hey, they're growing the economy. Hey, how's that economy treating you? Hey, folks, let's have democracy in the chat. Type 1 for Kit. The economy's doing wonderful. Got a full tank of gas, 3 meals a day. Bills are always paid. And I'm going on vacation. What are you talking about? The economy's struggling. Huh? It's great. Type 2, Jesus Christ, I thought you were done asking this question, dude. Stop it with this question. I don't know how I'm going to make it past tomorrow. No, the economy sucks, dude. It sucks. I wonder how many 2s we'll get in the chat. I wonder.
So that families can carve out a good life.
It's going to press the continued support for this genocide in Palestine is the end of the Democratic Party.
But hold on, folks. It gets better. It definitely gets better. Because you want to know what's going on? Just a couple of things. This is actually breaking news. Because look, folks. I'm going to have a little breaking news segment. Why? Because it's related to the story about why people are protesting against Biden and Jill Biden and all the other Democratic lawmakers. Hold on, folks. We're going to have some fun. Uh-oh. Israel ordered secret campaign to influence U.S. lawmakers. What? You don't say. Israel allegedly organized and funded an influence campaign last year targeting the U.S. to drum up support for its ongoing Gaza offensive, New York Times reported on Wednesday, citing unnamed Israeli officials and documents related to the operation. The outlet claims that the country's Ministry of External Affairs, which is responsible for connecting Jews across the world with the state of Israel, commissioned a covert campaign, allocated some $2 million for the operation, hiring a Tel Aviv political marketing firm, Stodek. The campaign was apparently launched sometime in October. Pretty suspicious when the IDF launched its war in Gaza following the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel, in which 1,200 people were killed and another 250 were taken hostage. Israel's subsequent war on Hamas and relentless siege of Gaza has drawn international criticism, including threats of sanctions, as the IDF estimates to have caused the deaths of 36,000. That number is probably a lot higher. Palestinians, according to the enclave's health authorities. At its peak, Israel's influence campaign used hundreds of fake accounts that posted as U.S. students, concerned citizens, and local constituents from various social media platforms. Almost like what happened in 2016, where people are saying that it was Russia influencing our election. And of course, these were on platforms like X, Facebook, Instagrams. The New York Times reports these accounts were allegedly used to post pro-Israeli comments and articles backing Israel's position on the war, and were mainly focused on attracting the attention of U.S. lawmakers, primarily black Democrats, urging them to continue funding the Israeli military. Gee, so that means all of you lovely people during these 7 months, from October all the way up until now, if you were in an argument on social media, be it on Instagrams, the Facebooks, or on X, you might have been arguing with a troll or a bot or someone part of that organization. You see? It's all one big lie. Many of the posts were reportedly generated using the artificial intelligence-powered chatbot, ChatGPT. Stoic, which was in charge of the campaign, also reportedly created 3 fake English language news sites that predominantly featured pro-Israeli Israel articles, often stolen from outlets such as CNN and the Wall Street Journal. Say it ain't so. No, I refuse to believe it. No, impossible. No way. I don't think so. No. Journalists stealing from other journalists. Not like we haven't seen it before, though. Just going to do a little bit of a YouTube rewind time. Remember in 2016 when Jimmy Dore was once part of TYT, right? And he was covering the 2016 Democratic primary, Bernie Sanders, right? And he covered the press pit and how all the journalists were copying the same article. So have you ever wondered why articles look the same or why reports look the same? It's because they're copying each other. They are not creative people. Shout out to Jimmy Dore for capturing that famous moment. What? I'm not being the bad guy here. I'm just telling the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. The truth, you know? In March, hold on, let's pull up this article again. In March, the Israeli government's campaign was noted by Fake Reporter and Israeli misinformation watchdog. Last week, it was also reported on owns Facebook and Instagrams, as well as ChatGPT's owner, OpenAI. Both said they found and disrupted the influence operation. Does that make them anti-Semitic? I don't know. Israel's role in this is reckless and probably ineffective. That's so funny, said Ika Sanchez. I don't know how to say her last name. I'm sorry. The executive director of Fake Reporter was quoted as saying by the New York Times, noting that the fact that Israel ran an operation that influences in U.S. politics is extremely irresponsible. Shame on them. But oh, wait, we could thank our fantastic friends in the United States Supreme Court for passing Citizens United in the McCutcheon's decision, where money is speech and corporations are people. In a statement to the New York Times, the Israeli Ministry of Diaspora Affairs has denied any involvement. I probably said that wrong. Has denied any involvement in the operation and insisted that it has no connection to Stoke. You don't say. Meanwhile, Fake Reporter, I love that name, has estimated that the fake accounts created through the campaign have accumulated just over 40,000 followers across X, Facebook, and Instagram. Meta and OpenAI concluded that Israel's influence operation ultimately failed to have a widespread impact, noting that most of the followers of these fake accounts were likely bots. Free Punani in bio. We got to save Israel. Free Punani. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. I can't believe that this happened in this article. Click it to find out. Listen, Israel. You lost the sauce. You're losing it all. But see, this also shows an example. Again, people aren't buying the BS anymore. Everybody sees our politicians for who they are, which is why people are protesting Joe Biden and Jill Biden and any other Democratic lawmaker. Because they're all frauds. And yes, the same thing applies to Republican lawmakers. The censorship is all too real. The madness is all too real. And they're revealing themselves for who they are. George Carlin, he called it out about money in politics, how corrupt our politicians are and how they want to keep us dumb. Smart enough to run everything, but dumb enough never to say anything or speak out or question. He's doing that musical in the sky. He's not vomiting in his grave. No, he's got too much class for that. He's not spitting in his grave. Oh, no, he's got too much class for that. He's doing a big Broadway musical in the sky saying, I told you so. George, you hit the target. And everything is being revealed what it is. Cat Williams, the great prophet of our time. All lies will be revealed in 2024. All lies. Your politicians don't like you. They don't think about you. They don't respect you. And remember, majority of these politicians are owned by AIPAC and other pro-Israeli lobby groups. You see, they don't represent you. They represent their donors. And as I said before, I'll say it again. The donors will always supersede and succeed and be a step above the voters. Why aren't you angry?